Yeah, hello and welcome to Fireside Chat, DeFiChain Fireside Chat, third edition. Good evening, DC. How are you tonight?
Hi, Mark. Also well, it's Thursday, not Wednesday, but I'm looking forward to this third episode with a candidate. Everyone should know him because two community fund proposals. What was the title of the show?
The title, Investor Gadget of DeFiChain.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got an amazing candidate, Wuza. A couple of you guys met him already on one of our previous shows. He's been on the pitch show twice, and he's a very active member of the DeFiChain community. I would say we welcome him in. And hello, Wuza. How are you tonight?
Hey guys.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks a lot. He's in the middle of the night here in Singapore.
As always.
I got a beer here, a Corona. That's the topic tonight, COVID, Corona. Hey, so good to having you here. Wuza, where are you at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in Germany, as you know, in Karlsruhe, which is a city like south of Frankfurt, really not that far away. And I live here since 30 years. It's quite nice.
Wow, cool. So you live right in the city, or is it on the outskirts, or on a small town, or?
Yeah, it's a small town. It's not the city directly.
Okay, cool, fantastic. Hey, Wuza, yeah, so thanks again for coming on. I think we've got a couple of really cool topics. We had a little bit of briefing last week, spoke already about our life, and we want to talk with you. I think let's just jump right in. Give us a little bit of background where you come from. I mean, Wuza is not your real name. I don't know if you want to reveal your real name. Just that we understand your story a little bit better before we jump into all the crypto topics. Who is Wuza?
Yeah. But first of all, guys, I love your shows. These are amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You are a great contribution to the DeFi community, and I watch all the videos, all of them, since the beginning, and it's really great to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Thank you. My name is Wuza. My real name is Didi. I'm from Germany, and I was born in Russia, and I was always interested in technology and electronics and things, and that's how it started, basically. My dad bought me a PC when I was 12, I think, and I started programming and building stuff, building software as well. And and since then I'm really interested in technology and electronics.
Cool. So you said you were born in Russia. How long did you live in Russia, or did you just move over to Germany pretty much after you've been born?
Yeah, I was born in Russia. To be what's the name? It's Kazakhstan. Is it right in English? I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Kazakhstan, and then my parents moved after the Soviet Union collapsed, like 90, 91. They moved to Germany, and I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really exciting time, as you can imagine.
How was that? Did you speak any German? Did you speak any German when you moved over from Russia?
Not at all. Nothing.
Holy moly!
Okay.
Just Russian. I came here like really an alien, you know. And they put me in a school with only German kids, and it was horrible. It was horrible.
So how did that go? I think that's the worst that can happen. 12 years, you're not a real kid anymore. You are like half adult already. How did you manage that? That sounds crazy.
I have no idea how I survived, to be honest. It's just crazy for a young man, you know. 12 years, not an adult, but still a kid, you know. It's in between. And then parents are busy with getting along with it in a new country, getting jobs, and it was really hard. Today I know it was kind of time which formed me. You know, you're like a human, like a man, and it was tough. But I learned. I'm a quick learner. You know, I learned really quick to speak German. I learned quick to speak English. I learned computers really quick, and I think I found my way. And I'm pretty happy today. I have a beautiful wife and two kids, 2 girls, 12 and 4 years. And I love them very much. It's really
Sounds
good.
cool. Have you ever been back? Have you been ever back to Kazakhstan? Isn't Borat coming from Kazakhstan?
It is. No,
They have beautiful women there, right?
very nice.
Very nice.
It's one of my favorite movies. That's so
Yeah.
good.
So it's a movie from a country. Did you go back? Do you still have like family there, like grandparents or sisters, uncles and aunts or something like that?
No relatives. I didn't go back, and I didn't go back to Russia as well. So, but I was traveling the world. But I can tell you about it later on if you want. So, yeah. As I started, as I said, kid, computer, love technology. Did all the schools in Germany there are, like Hauptschule, Realschule, it's middle school, I think, gymnasium, university, all of them. I did all of them.
What did you study finally?
Electronics, basically.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Electrical engineering, the classical way. Yeah, me too. So
okay, cool.
it's the best way. Yeah. So you talked about interested in programming, and you got your first PC at the age of 12. Do you remember what a kind of PC it was? Because it should be also in the 1990.
It was 90. I was 13 or 14. It was 94, 95. I remember exactly what PC it was. It was a 486 with 33 megahertz. And I don't remember the RAM and the HDD drive, but I loved it.
And a 14-inch monitor, most likely, right? Oh.
Yeah, the big one, you know, this clunky CTR monitor.
A real
really
beast,
expensive.
a real machine at that time, right?
Great machine, you know, like 1/1,000,000th of this machine today. So it was really cool. Yeah.
Cool. Did you play?
I started.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do on PC was always playing games.
Yeah, I think
I love
so.
playing games.
What did you play at that time? Because I think that was the time when I was also playing computer games.
Yeah.
Do you
I played
remember
all of them.
all of them?
I played all. Yeah. I mean, my favorite games were, of course, Doom and Wolfenstein, all of these 3D action shooters, and also strategy games. I love Settlers. Settlers is a German game. It's
Yeah,
just
I loved
my
it.
favorite game ever.
Command and Conquer. Have you ever played Command and Conquer at that time?
Conquer, it's just amazing. And Dune, what was the predecessor to
Oh, I
Command and Conquer?
loved that one. I loved that one. Awesome.
Okay. So now the younger persons on the channel don't know what we are talking
No way.
about.
What's Dune? What is Command and Conquer? That was the good old times, right? It was really
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes.
We
And
three are
LAN party.
dreaming, and the rest. Yeah, LAN party, right? So 8 persons playing together. Oh, that's what amazing.
Wasn't it always like this, Wuza? You took all your gear, you drove, or somebody drove here because we were not old enough to drive a car, and then we dropped it, and it took us about like 6 hours to set up the network, and then we played for about 2 hours, and then the parents came and picked us up because day was over already.
It was exactly it smelled like after 2 days. I remember that. It was so much fun. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
cool.
my favorite game of all time. I mean, it's not the 486 time, but later on was Half-Life and Counter-Strike. If you remember, when I played it like for 10 years, I was really good. I was really competitive as well.
Oh wow.
So I loved Counter-Strike. Yeah, I was addicted to gaming. I don't play anymore because I don't have time for that. But I played like for 20 years straight, all the games. I love playing.
Cool. Awesome. So So you were really addicted to your computer, as it seems like on a game level, right? So did you ever learn to code? Like, have you ever tackled a programming language? What I never did. How did that go?
I did because I was a gamer who's not really patient. I tried to cheat all the time, you know. And I tried. I found out with a hex editor and stuff like that how to manipulate save games and give you more resources, and that's how I learned. You know, how to read files, how to program BASIC as well, and yeah, that's how everything started.
Cool, awesome. So this was your childhood, right? Or your kind of your late childhood. So when did you get in touch with crypto in any kind of way? How did that happen? Because I think this is always a very pivotal moment in our life when somebody tells you about that thing. How was that? Take us back in time.
Yeah, so yeah, during my studying for electronics, like 2000, what was it, 4 to 2008, I was busy studying and playing World of Warcraft. What a waste of time, by the way. And also, yeah, after that, I heard about Bitcoin. It was like 2010 for the first time in a chat, but I thought it's garbage. I mean, as we always do, all of us did, I guess. And everybody in the forums, also I was really active in Heise, the forum. You may know, it's a publisher for IT stuff. I was active there. People hated Bitcoin from the beginning.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Why did they hate it?
I don't know, because nobody understood it, and they thought it's a Ponzi scheme, just to rob money from the people, basically. Yeah, I thought it as well. So I kind of agreed with them. It's not money if you cannot like have it or to grab it or have it on the bank, whatever. You know, all these crazy stories. Today we know it's completely different. But after a while, I thought, you know what, it's kind of interesting because I was also an early adopter of MP3s, you know, music. It was, I think, released, I'm not sure, 2000, up 2001, whatever. And I used the free AOL internet to download all the songs there are, I think, on the internet.
What was your player? What player did you use at that time?
Winamp, of course.
Everybody did. We're so old. We're so old. It's unbelievable.
And the LAN parties, we exchange also gigabytes of MP3s. It was just, yeah. So yeah, and it was digital music, basically. You know, it was perfect for the human ear to hear this really good quality music, and it was amazing. You know, if you can save a song in a 3 megabyte size file, you know, it was just crazy. And I thought, if we can digitize music and digitize images like with digital cameras, which were invented back then, why not digitize other stuff? You know, like really money. Why not? And that's when I thought, you know, Bitcoin could be something. I didn't buy though, unfortunately. I waited like.
When was this?
I think it was 2012.
So also pretty early, because 2010 it was yeah, nearly the beginning. So nobody knows what Bitcoin is. 2012 is also very early. Yeah, so only a few people at this time heard about Bitcoin.
True, but 2014, I remember exactly. There was another cryptocurrency, which is really good. No, it's not. It's Ripple. It's XRP today, but back then it was called Ripple. Now it's just a company. And it was funny because they had a web page where you can log in and enter your just email address, if you have an account.
Mhm.
And for that, you would receive 300,000 Ripple.
Just as a sign-up bonus to put your email address there, they give you 300,000 Ripple. 30,000 or 300,000?
300,000.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Holy shit. If you remember the price, 2017, I think it was like $3.50.
For the 300,000 XRP, for the 300,000 coins, it was $3.50, right? Yeah.
No, it was per coin.
Yeah,
So,
in 2017,
on the high,
on the
okay.
hype phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how much
No,
was
I
it when you
paid-
signed up? It was worth nothing, most likely. At
Nothing.
that time,
Of course,
okay.
it was worth nothing.
Okay.
And I thought, my God, again, a different cryptocurrency and
Another scam.
another scam. And you know what? I didn't do it. Just an email, just a password, and I didn't do it because I thought it's scam and I was lazy. And and there was a point when you start regretting things in crypto. Everybody of us does have this point where you decide, how bad it sounds, how shitty the white paper is. Just throw a little bit of money in there. Just a little. Don't hesitate. Don't be lazy, And that was my point. I decided never again. I learned from the mistakes, and today I think I'm doing better, but still making those mistakes. But I can tell you about them later on if you want. I'm not 100%, so I'm 10%. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That was my crypto experience.
That's how it
early on.
started. But when did you do the turnaround? When did you say, okay, there must be something to Bitcoin? Or was maybe Bitcoin not even your first investment in cryptocurrencies? What did you buy first? And why did you then buy it? Just, you said the
Yeah.
laziness factor, but what convinced you then finally? The price increase or what happened?
It was 2017. So until this hype of 2017, I didn't buy anything.
Wow.
Because I was not convinced. I was busy with my ex-girlfriend. You know how it is.
She was
things
the
didn't
best
go
investment.
well.
She's the bad investment if it's the ex-girlfriend, I guess.
Always is, yes. But I was really interested in the technology back then, and I started early 2017. I started mining, but mining on Ethereum, on the Ethereum blockchain. I started mining Ether because I thought, I'm a gamer still, and I have a great graphics cards. Why not earn money with it? Why not hook up your nice hash or what's the other miner tool is, and mine some ETH, and because ETH went like crazy. Also at the beginning of 2017, I think it was $300 at a point, and I thought, hey, wow, I can ROI my whole graphics cards in like 1 month if it keeps like that, And I started mining, and it was quite nice, but at the end, it was just a waste of time, basically. I learned that.
Why was it a waste of time? Was there no money to be made? Was the hash power too low, or why waste of time?
Because as always, you kind of, as a noob, as I was back then, you start things when everybody's hyping things, and when it's on his top, And 300 when I started mining was like a local top for ETH. And it dropped really hard after that as well. I think to $150. So it halved. And German power prices are really not competitive at all. So you had to pay like 30 cents per kilowatt hour. And you have like graphics cards, which is 200 watts running 24/7. And it's not worth it. And also, I've learned you're not allowed to mine stuff as a person at all. So what? I need to have a company to mine coins in Germany, and I was, oh my God, what is this? Yeah, and I stopped it, and I just bought straight away Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's it. That was my start. I bought everything in August 2017 when it was quite low, and also bought some altcoins. I bought a lot of IOTA, as a German should do always.
Right.
Drive a Volkswagen, buy IOTA or what?
Volkswagen, yeah. Good duty as a German to buy these coins. Which, pretty bad, by the way. Just for information. Sorry, IOTA fan.
I never bought IOTA, but I don't want to judge here. It's just too funny. Okay.
You are not a German one, right?
My mom is.
I have some IOTA still.
My mom was German. Yeah. Oh, too funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bought Bitcoin, Ethereum, IOTA. Well, what else was on your shopping list at that time? Because I remember these times very well. I got into crypto at that time.
Yeah. So yeah, then you remember ICOs, right?
Oh, I did a lot, and I lost a lot of money. I was really, I burned a lot of cash.
Money on ICOs.
I think I bought every shitcoin under the sun 2017. So I don't know how it went on your side.
Did exactly the same. I bought a lot of shit coins, but good news is I sold most of it in December.
Oh, cool.
So I was lucky. I'm not sure why I did it, but I sold most of it. But still, I kept my Ether, my ETH, and my Bitcoin. I'm still holding my Bitcoin since 2017. I'm not selling, not yet. But yeah, that was my start.
What was your worst investment? The worst coin you ever bought? Like the absolute total failure. If you had one. I mean, I had a lot of those, but I made a list recently and there were some names on it. I think nobody have ever heard about them. So just interesting if you had one of those.
I don't know. There was some ERC20 shit coins, tokens. I can't remember. I bought a lot of them. I think there was DentaCoin. I think it was the worst. You know, this coin where it was so fun. Oh my God. There was you may remember DentaCoin, guys. It's a coin on the ERC20, an ERC20 token, and they kind of promised to provide service for dentists. So they have their own coin to do whatever. I don't remember. And it was the worst. I think it's zero today. So I still have a bag of DentaCoin somewhere on my ledger to check.
Do you see you were in crypto at that time? What was your biggest failure? What coin did you buy that was like complete garbage at the end? Do you remember?
There are a few ones. I can't remember. I think one was Substratum. Also.
I still have a bag of those somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot sell it anymore. I think they're not listed on any exchange, and a few others. Yeah.
But they were the hot shit at that time, right? So everybody was.
Yeah, they rise high and fall low.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so you had your good picks and you had your really bad picks. So you cashed out a little bit before the big crash, before the market, because the whole temple came down in 2018. And what happened then? You kind of had a lot of regret, or you just were cool with what happened, or how did the crypto journey then continue?
Oh, no, I was not cool at all. It was horrible. It was like 80% drop on my portfolio. You know, it was horrible. What a nightmare. I remembered just a quick story from the past. My dad invested in stocks in 99. You know what happened after that? The big crash.
So 99, this was the .com bubble, right? Wasn't that?
.com bubble. Yeah, he bought the top as similar as I did and lost a lot of money. But I remembered that time, and I thought, you know what, this is same shit again. And I need to figure out what's going on here, guys. I mean, why did my dad lost money? Why am I losing money? Is it like in genetics? Why
Yeah,
am
in the genes.
I genes? And I thought, there should be like, I don't know, an explanation for that, and I started really hard to learn economics since the bubble popped, and I started to learn economics.
Say that 10 times. Say that 10 times in a row. That's a good tongue twister.
And what I learned is really, the first thing I learned is really I don't know nothing, about economics. And I didn't learn anything in school. I didn't learn anything from my family. Nothing. I didn't know anything about money. I just thought, get a job, start working hard, get it promoted, and that's it. But there's just a lot more of that in terms of money and economics. And then when I started understanding and learning about this, and I think this is the main achievement what Bitcoin and crypto gave me, this understanding of economics, how money works, how money printing is causing the inflation and stuff like that. I didn't know that before because I didn't learn it because nobody told me. And this is what crypto gave me, this wisdom. And I'm really grateful for that.
Cool.
Interesting, really. For me, it's also interesting that you didn't sold your Ether or Bitcoin. So all the shitcoins crashed and you hold your Bitcoins and Ether. So you didn't sell anything during this big drop.
No, I didn't.
Great. Diamond hands.
Yeah, diamond hands since 2017, still holding.
Cool.
Yeah, because I think Bitcoin is here to stay. Ethereum, basically, also. So these are the two. I mean, those are top two. I mean, that's showing it all.
I think this experience, right? I don't know. I think you would describe it the same like I see it. This massive crash, right? Gaining a lot. It was crazy. My portfolio was going up like every couple of minutes when I refreshed my portfolio. There was more on my. And when I went out partying with my friends, and I couldn't stop looking at the thing. And it was like, oh my God, we go to the moon. My portfolio. I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. It's gonna be crazy. Everyone said, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Look at that. This is better than drinking." It was just awesome. So, but then losing so much after was for me personally a very impactful experience, and I think I learned a lot. And I think this is what changed my investor behavior completely. How was this with you? Because, like I said, shitcoins lost all of it, and then how did you? You said you learned a lot about economics, but you learned more, right? You got into trading then and technical analysis after. Was this also like driven by this idea, I don't want to lose money anymore? How did that go?
Exactly the same as your experience. I learned a lot about economics. I learned about how things crash, how things go into a bubble. It was really, really eye-opening. I read a lot of books. And by the way, I also read Julian's books. And that's a story for later. And where was I?
Yeah, so 2018, the big crash, and you educated yourself. And what was the next idea then? You said, okay, I'm done with crypto, or I just try a different approach in the bear market. How did that go?
Yeah, I tried a different approach. I tried to pick my investment, really hard. Not just a hype as I did in 2017, but really try to understand things, understand the coin, read the white papers. And I didn't think crypto is over. I didn't think so. I'm not sure why I was convinced, but I thought it's just the beginning. And I think still it's the beginning of the crypto adoption worldwide. And and I started trading. That's true, because I'm an engineer. I love patterns. I love mathematics, of course, it's really important to do engineering stuff. And there's a lot of patterns in charts. And also I like to read about psychology and human behavior. And I think the charts are the pure definition of human psychology. And that's why I like them a lot. People think TA or technical analysis is bullshit. I mean, I kind of agree on that, but there are certain things in TA which really a good reflection of human behavior. Not especially on stocks, I would say these are highly bot or algorithm driven today. So it's really hard as a normal human with a small budget to make money in stocks. But I think crypto still that early. The big players, or not the big players, but the really big players are not that interested yet. And I think Bitcoin's chart is pure psychology, and there you can find patterns where humans or human behavior is really readable, and things can really repeat because humans are repeatable, and that's why I like TA. Of course, TA was the idea of TA or technical analysis is really to make more Bitcoin, to earn Bitcoin, to try to outsmart the market. But it's really hard. It's much harder than you think. You cannot do TA like as a part-time job. It's not possible. You need to dig in. You need to do it not 24/7, but really as your main profession, And I started trading with a small bag and lost it all, basically, from the beginning.
You lost, but you learned, right?
I learned. I think I lost like 2 ETH, so it's okay. For today, it's really it's okay. But I learned a lot, and I'm still doing TA, but more of a short-term basis. So I'm more of a scalper, if you know what it is.
Yeah, what's your time frame? On what time frames you're doing your trades?
You're gonna like it. It's 1 minute.
I hear all the time that's impossible.
It's 1 minute, but the best part is 1 minute on 10 different charts.
Okay, so you've got a lot of monitors in front of you, or you've got very good eyesight.
Just one, but yeah, it's really cool because what I learned is if you exposed like in a trade, if you like go long or short Bitcoin, and maybe it's just me, and you have a position, you always check it, you always try to manage it, and then there's a spike, and it just stops you out, and yeah, it's not for me. I want to be it like a day job. I started morning, do it like for a couple of hours, and then I'm out.
But it's stressful, right? So I was trading a little bit, right? I don't want to say I'm a professional trader. I thought I'm a trader, but in the bull market, everybody's a trader. So, but I found it super stressful because I hate to lose, right? So for me, it's like that's why I don't go to casinos. I don't gamble. And it's really stressful. And do you set stop losses all the time, or you just jump in, you ride the wave and you're out again? Or how do you do that?
Yeah, stop losses are important, of course. Because in crypto, it's just unpredictable. It can wick you out, especially in 1 minute chart, just crazy. I didn't try the second chart yet, but I will. I'm trading you.
Where do you trade? What platform do you use?
I'm using mainly Bybit and Binance.
Okay.
And
so a platform where you've got a lot of volume, right? For that kind of
especially for in 1 minute or low time frames, you have to have volume because it's not moving at all, and you have gaps and everything is crazy. And but I use a different UI for that. not just the web UI. I don't like it a lot because you need to be really fast on 1 minute. And the user interface of Binance and Bybit and BitMax are really bad for that.
So which user interface are you using then? TradingView or what's the other one called? Which one are you using?
TradingView is only for charting.
So no, what's the other one?
The other one is I use QuantTower.
Okay, never heard about it. Okay.
Me too.
It's a UI where you can enter your API key from Binance and Bybit and all the other cryptos, and it will send the commands directly to the exchange. And you can. That's the best part of QuantTower. I don't want to do advertisement for that, but you can trade on the chart directly. So you right-click on a position in the chart, and you can enter a long or a short position, and then just drag a stop loss and take profit really fast in seconds. And that's how it works, basically.
That's cool. So no typing on the site, no typos and stuff.
No, that's the link to your gaming past. So
exactly.
It's like playing eco shooter, right? Click, 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 click.
I didn't thought about that. It's crazy. That's crazy good. I like it. As I said, I was really good in Counter-Strike 3D shooting, and I think it's quite related to that. Yeah, I like it. Good idea.
Yeah. Awesome. So are you doing it? So you're doing it still now. So I see you post on Twitter sometimes your technical analysis on different coins. So these are the coins you trade then, in some way. Okay.
Yeah, I mainly trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some high volume Binance coins, which are changing daily.
Okay. But you trade them because of volume and because you don't trade them because you kind of like them. It's more like sell them, finish story.
So the goal is to have more USDT. So I trade always against USDT.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
So what brought you to DeFiChain then?
Yeah, Julian did. That's it.
Okay. How did you learn about Julian? How did you meet Julian? Did you see his video? Did you read his book? How did that story happen?
Yeah, Julian. As a German speaker, there's no way you cannot know Julian, especially if you're interested in crypto. And I watched his videos. I liked them. I read his books as well. I followed him during 10x time. I didn't buy any 10x. I'm not sure why I didn't, but I didn't. I didn't like the idea of moving it to outside of crypto. I didn't like the idea. I'm not sure why, because there was a card involved. I didn't want to spend my crypto, basically. You know, that's why I didn't buy any 10x. Yeah, that's why how I learned about Julian. I watched his videos on YouTube. I'm a long-term follower, and that's I subscribed to his newsletter after he left to 10x, and that's why how I learned about Cake DeFi really early on when they started building it. I received my first email, I think 2019, end of 2019. When they started building Cake DeFi and the DeFiChain. I quite did not understand anything about what he was writing, because DeFi was really just something new, and I didn't understand anything about it. You know, I thought, you know what, again, something crypto, earn money, cash flow, DeFi, whatever. I just learned about smart contracts and ICOs. What's the next thing? And but I remembered my Ripple occasion. I thought, you know what? Subscribe,
sign up,
buy some coins, and I did. That's why I landed with the Cake DeFi and DeFiChain.
Okay, and the first product you used there was you did some lending there. You put up some Dash or other coin for staking, or what did you do there?
No, I did. I just I'm not sure when DeFiChain was on Cake. I forgot. I think Cake was Dash the first, where you can
Yeah,
stake.
one of the first.
One
right?
of the first, right? Yeah. I remember my first transaction to Cake DeFi was Dash, because I thought I had Dash. Now I don't own any Dash anymore. But at that time I thought I thought it's a good thing, so let's keep them. So, and finally there was a possibility to earn money with them. So this is how was my first transaction to Cake. Yeah. But I think Bitcoin at that time was also possible already. Yeah. And Civic
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Civic, really? Okay. I didn't know that.
Pivex.
Now what was it?
Civic. Pivx,
Pivex.
maybe.
Pivex, not
Pivex.
Civic.
Pivex.
Pivex, yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's also
okay.
German ICO. But
I don't know.
like,
Okay.
whatever.
And when did you buy your first DFI? Was it on this pre-sale phase,
No.
where you can buy it on Cake? No, a little bit later.
Later, yeah. I think beginning of 2020, I bought my first DFI. I don't remember where I did. Was it on Cake, or was it?
No,
I remember.
in May after starting the blockchain last year, you could buy DFI for $10. This was a pre-sale phase, and later
DC, you're frozen on my side.
Are you? Hello.
You're back, Daniel.
Yeah.
You've been,
Okay,
you've
yeah.
been out like. Okay, so you
10
bought it for 10 cents, and then you were gone.
Okay, so in May you could buy it for 10 cents, and the first listing was a little bit later, in end of June. Then it was listed on La Token, where you can trade it on exchange. So
Yeah,
this
that's
was
why
the
I
time
bought it.
frame.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I bought it. Bought on La Token. I bought on this other crazy exchange. What was it? X something? X.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really
Very
shitty
very
exchange.
small exchange.
Yeah. They also
Okay.
bought. It was crazy. There was a really crazy wick at the beginning on this exchange, because somebody just sold a bunch of DFI, and I put a really deep limit order on this an exchange, and I bought a lot of DFI with, I don't know, 15 cents or something, just
Nice.
lucky on this week. And then I transferred everything to Cake, and I'm still most of my DFI are on Cake and stake and liquidity mining as well from day one. Just great experience. I love this platform.
So you use Cake service. You're not doing it on your own wallet, or you kind of diversify, do half, or what's your strategy there?
Yeah, both. Yeah, I
Okay.
would say half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and then it was quite a nice journey, right? But
Really
what I mean, there are so many coins out there, right? And I understand you met Julian, or you were following Julian and you believe the project, but there are so many other projects out there. So maybe for the people out there, it's always interesting to hear. I think you have quite a substantial amount in DeFiChain. I mean, at least that's what I think, right? Without telling me how much it is, because you're very involved in our community. I guess you can only be involved in one community so deeply, or are you as involved in other communities as you are in DeFiChain? So let's say you are. So why did you pick this family here, like this crypto family, and not, I don't know, go to Aave or Curve or whatever project is out there?
Yep. That's exactly the point. I 100% agree with you. We just have 24 hours a day, and I think you should invest in things you understand the most. And I'm just involved in DeFiChain because of Julian, and because of also it was my first DeFi project I was really interested in, and I started really studying it, really understanding the white paper. I thought I tried everything, I tried with every Cake service, of course, and also everything on the DeFi wallet as well. And it's great, and I think I understand it really good. I mean, I'm not 100%, of course. There are people who are much smarter than me, who got things better and faster. But you should, I think, that's what I learned. Don't invest in something you don't get. Not at all. Try to understand it. And I think DeFiChain is something where I can see a huge growth potentials in the next couple of years. And I understand it quite a bit. And that's why my I think 80% of my portfolio is in DeFiChain right now.
Interesting. Yeah, I've got personally very similar idea, right? I mean, there are so many projects out there, but I don't have the time to learn all the ins and outs of different projects. And I felt very familiar. How can I say? I felt really well here, and I thought that's really a good place to be. And I understand it, and I trust the people. And then I really started liking the community, and I met amazing people like you and DC and all these other folks around who are really super active, like at the core community. Then I thought,
Yep.
don't look any further, right? It's like you look for a girlfriend and one day you find the right one, and it's a good idea to stick with her, right? And that's kind of, I just have no time, right? There might be maybe sometimes something very exciting and juicy out there, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the community is great. As I said, your show is awesome. And I love my activity on Twitter. People seem to like things I do. And I have received great feedback from the community, and just it's fun. I met so much people, and it's just heartwarming to receive comments when they like it. And my Telegram is really full of groups, full of different DeFi projects and people. It's just amazing. It's fun, and I will never go to other DeFi. DeFi project, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the advantage. If you joined it so early, it was a small group. At the beginning of this year, there were just a few hundred persons very active. Everybody knows the other one. We have these projects. We had this word, DeFi family. It was a small family in the DeFi space. And the longer you're participating on this journey, you're getting more comfortable with the project, like Mark said. And okay, why should I have a look right and left? Everything is fine. And maybe for all the ones outside there, younger in the project, so maybe just the last few weeks or months, join us. Go ahead with us. Learn more about the community. I also like it.
Yeah.
We need active people like you, Wuza. We need a lot more. I mean, there are some out there, so you're not the only one. That's very good. But you got really deeply involved with the project, and you had a couple. Maybe we talk a little bit about your inventions, because I think that's the things that you build are very different. You are kind of a out of the box thinker. There are a lot of people who develop amazing software and solutions or websites or wallets, but everything what you do is completely different. So you haven't told us today what's your background, why do you build these things, and maybe explain what are you building or what have you built for DeFiChain.
Yeah, good question. As an engineer, it's not just software. As an electrical engineer, you also have
Wrong button, sorry.
We can start now, right?
Where? Hold on. I get the system audio. What happened?
So it's not very loud.
What?
Right. What?
Hello, Mark. Are you still there?
I don't know what is playing every music. Yeah, hold on. Stay with me. I just have to. Sorry for that. So ladies and gentlemen out there, now you heard every track that we use for DeFiChain news, Fireside chat, we build on DeFiChain. You touched one button, sorry, that was the wrong playlist. I didn't want, sorry, I interrupted you, Wuza. Okay.
Don't worry about that.
That
I
was
just
fine.
I just said where the ultimate Bitcoin price will go, and also DeFiChain price will go, but you interrupted, so nobody will know. Sorry about that.
Oh, I feel so bad now. Okay. So
Okay,
Yeah,
it was
um,
the
planned.
things you're
Okay.
building. The things you're
things are
doing.
building. Yes, electrical
Yeah.
engineer, you have to know both things. You have to know software, and you have to know circuit boards, basically physical stuff. You have to have these gadgets, things which are where the software is running. So you have really both worlds as electrical engineer, and there's where I'm coming from. I understand software. There are lots of software experts which are way better than me in programming, and also in electronics design. But I love both worlds, and I always try to combine things. And also for DeFiChain, I was always, or I'm still always interested in not bringing just the software part to it, but also the hardware part. Like very physical things, and as I'm a Bitcoin enthusiast as well. I also started running my own nodes a couple of years ago. I started with the Bitcoin full node. I didn't mine Bitcoin because, as I said, it's crazy to mine stuff in Germany, so don't do it. And I started to run on my nodes, and I also started to run my Lightning node as well on the Raspberry Pi since I think it's running for 2 years or 3 years now. It's really cool. I love Lightning. I love El Salvador, what they're doing with it, and I think it's the payment future. But that's a maybe different topic. Yeah, and then I thought, you know what, full node, DeFiChain, it's really good for the chain to have a full node because you validate blocks. And also, of course, if you're master node, it's even better, of course. Yeah, but as a full node, it's nice to provide the security on the chain. Why not having a DeFi node, basically? Why not similar to the Bitcoin full node on the Raspberry Pi? There are lots of different attributions for that. Maybe Raspberry Blitz. It's my favorite Bitcoin full node. It's really easy to install, small form factor, but really ugly. And I thought, you know what, I need something which is really looking good as well. And then I thought about, let's build a DeFi node for DeFiChain, and that's how it started.
And it became quite famous. How many DeFi nodes are out there in this pretty... I mean, I've got one sitting on my desk here. Thanks, it was a gift for you. I still owe you the money for it. How many are out there now? What do you think? How many people built one, printed one? Any idea?
That is the best part. If you look at the Bitcoin and Raspberry Blitz repository, it's open source. So everybody, whenever you are, you can build it. You can build it and then program it, and it's running on your desk. Nobody knows how many Raspberry Blitz Bitcoin nodes are out there, especially if you are behind a Tor network. So nobody knows exactly. Similar to the DeFi node, I don't know how many people build one, but I guess these should be like 80 to 100 maybe since the start who build and have their DeFi node running.
Cool. I was thinking about doing a special edition with you about the DeFi node one day where we get I wanted to ask people to send us videos with their DeFi node, like kind of a 30-second clip or something, me and my DeFi node, just to see where are they, everywhere in the world, hopefully. That would be so awesome. And then really cut the videos together and then kind of show the community. So maybe if we find somebody who's really good in cutting videos, then we could do this, then we let people contribute and we comment the videos then all together. That could be quite fun, I thought.
Yeah, and the feedback. I mean, the community is awesome. I have like 800 followers on Twitter for the DeFi node. itself.
Oh,
It's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
800 for this small little box with a Raspberry Pi in it. I'm like, what? Wow! I was blown
You
away.
got a lot of funny. Do you remember when you came up with that idea? So when Wuza told me that the first time we had a video call, right? And he said, "Hey, Mark, what do you think about that idea?" And I really didn't get it. I didn't understand it, to be honest. I wasn't heavily impressed at the beginning. I think I told you that very openly, right? But I love it. I think it became such an awesome thing. But yeah, it became kind of a phenomenon on DeFiChain. But that was not the only invention you had. So now you are actually pitching a community fund project. Let's talk about number 2 of your invention. I think it's the right timing. Oh yeah, show that first. Yeah.
I'll show you that first. So I'm building more. DeFiNode. You see that?
In all kind of. I like the pink one actually. Is that trade-in?
Yeah,
Is that trade-in scheme? White one against pink one.
You cannot get one. Sorry. So this pink ones, these are special creators editions.
Oh, creators edition. Wow.
There are only 2 of them. So this is like a physical NFT, if you want to.
It's gonna be pricey. I know it's at least 1 ETH, I guess, huh?
No, I just did a giveaway on my Twitter feed, and
Cool. Creators edition. Wow. Okay.
we have 2 winners, and I hope they DM me today, and they will get each of them will get one of them.
Where do you
And,
print?
it's
Where do you print them? Because there's a second community funding proposal at the moment. I think the guys are heavily working with you to printing that stuff in Vienna or something like this. Where are yours printed? You've got a printer at home?
Yeah, I have a couple.
A couple of printers, okay. So what? Okay, little side step. What do you do with a couple of 3D printers?
Good question.
If you want to answer that, I don't know what you're building there.
I have a job, by the way.
Outside
from
DeFiChain, you mean? You've got a job outside DeFiChain.
I have a job from 9 to 5. I'm leading a group of people for developing electronic stuff for a big company, and I am printing a lot of tools. So I have like 15 printers.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are really busy. So there is the capacity coming from. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, because I'm a complete DeFi, not DeFi, a complete 3D printing noob. Actually, I was super impressed when Daniel, who was it? No, Gabriel was it, right? Gabriel on the video explained it takes like several days. How long was it?
70 hours.
To
7-0.
To print one case. I thought that's nuts. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you can increase your production time by 15 if you have 15 printers.
Okay. And then your second project, because this is also a question in the chat, is the DeFiMate.
What is
The
that?
DeFiMate, see that? That's my second project. It's basically the idea here is I didn't want to track the price and portfolio and information on the phone all the time, so I decided to build a weather station for DeFiChain, basically. And the weather station for DeFiChain will show you price, TVL, masternode activity, all the things you want. If it's on API available, you can put it on the DeFiMate. You basically could add your voting round for this September on the DeFiMate if you want to. So it's really open. And it's a paper ink screen. It doesn't drain any power at all. It will last like for 6 months or a year with one battery charge. You can put it on the fridge, you can put it on a table, and it will sit there and then show you the information you want to have. It's really handy. And but that's not it. It's always also a promotion tool. I decided to build at least 50 of these DeFiMates and provide them for the community, and also some of the mates for influencers on YouTube, on Twitter, to just spread the word of a DeFi chain. There will always be a DeFi chain price on the mate. It will have a case which is DeFi chain branded, so it will always be a connection to DeFi chain, and that's what how I wanted to promote DeFi chain as well with this tool. So it's just not just a gadget; it's really a or 50% of the work is the gadget, but really the hard work will be the promotion of the DeFi chain. That was the idea,
Okay.
and that's why I created this CFP.
Understand. Hey, Wuza, where are you selling? So beside the community fund proposal, if somebody wants to get a hold of a pre-built DeFi node, because I'm incapable of putting that together. That's why I got a fully assembled box from you. Is there a way to purchase that? Have you got a web store now? How's your distribution channel? How can people get one if they sit in Alaska and they want a DeFi node, for example?
No, there's no shop. There's just my GitHub. It's open source. It's free. All the code you need, it's there. You can download the printer files so you can print your own. It's totally free. Everybody can do it. There's one service from Gabriel you mentioned before, who has a shop. If you want to have a box, special coloring, whatever. So you can order your box in this shop. There's a link, I think, on the GitHub as well to Gabriel's shop, so you can watch there and get it there. But I always build open source things. I always try not to sell anything. I don't want to sell it. I don't need it. I try to bring the community really forward, and it will always be open source and freely available. I mean, that's the spirit of cryptocurrency and DeFi chain, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah. One remark from my side. What I also like are your quiz tweets. You're printing something and then you're asking, what is it? You should proceed with this. It's amazing what you're printing.
I haven't figured it out the last time. I had no idea what it is. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that one was the DeFi Seeder, which is also one of my inventions.
Yeah.
And so it's available on GitHub, so it's free. You can download and print it if you want to.
So you print your seed in resin with a 3D printer, and then you store it forever somewhere in a safe place.
No, it's
what
not
is
it.
What is it?
So you need a seed for the wallet.
Yeah, for the wallet. Yeah, exactly.
You need a seed for Bitcoin. You need a seed for your ledger. You need a seed for your Trezor. And just writing it down on a paper, I didn't like it. So I want to have it really safe. If the house burns down, if there's a flood or whatever, I want it to survive, And that's why I wanted to have on metal, really strong metal. And I decided the really cheap and easy way is to put it on a washer. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, I see the washer. I can't see your seat,
the washer,
unfortunately. Yeah. Maybe you can come a bit.
Standard,
DC, I keep him busy and you enter the seat in the wallet, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So you engrave it in the washer.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So there's a stampers you can buy on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, I think it's 15 euros for all the alphabets and letters. And you would take a washer and then stamp your one word, and then on the backside your second word, and you would need 12 washers basically to have your full.
Okay.
And then store it whatever you want, and it will really survive everything because these are really robust stainless steel washers and really cheap. And I tried it. It's really tricky, to have it readable, and then it's always flying away. And then I built this DeFi Seeder, which is basically a holder for the washer. That's it.
It's just a tool to put the letters into the washer.
Exactly. So you put your washer on the back. There's a holder. And then you flip it. And then you use the stamper. There's a special hole for that. Oops. You need to have a table for that. And then it looks like it, and you can stamp it. And then you can rotate it, with this wheel, and then you will have a beautiful writing on the washer. That's it.
Now I finally understand what you were posting there on Twitter. I really didn't get it. Okay, I thought you printed on the 3D.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it's kind of it's a very primitive printer in some way, a 3D printed printer.
It kind of is, yes.
Okay, and then what do you do with the washer? You put them on your chain, or you throw them in a safety box, or what do you do normally with the washers?
You can do it, put it in a safe. You can put it in a bank, close it. You can bury it if you want to. So it's really robust. That's the point, it can survive generations. Basically, your small paper seed in your safe. It's, in my opinion, it's not secure at all. And I try to find something which is really secure and not that expensive. You can buy like stainless steel plates where you can engrave stuff, but these are like 90 or 100 euros, and these are big. And if you can like have 12 washers and then put it with a screw it together, and then you can put it everywhere. I think it's the best solution to save your seed. It's really secure, and I love it.
Fantastic. I like that. So now we advertised all 3 of your projects. What's coming next after the DeFiMate? Any new ideas?
No CFPs, but there will be a project which is similar to the Cedar. You're gonna like it, and I will release it. I think in the next weeks. It will also be for free.
Awesome. Fantastic. So,
Mark, we should think about a 3D printer. If Wuza is going on, we need such a printer at home.
We need a 3D printer, DC. I'm not so sure, but it sounds awesome, right? But yeah, maybe not. It was awesome. Hey, an hour is over. We have 1 hour, 7 minutes already. Yeah. DC, you've got some more questions for Wuza? Otherwise, I would say it was an awesome show.
It's awesome. Nice guy, interesting background. I like it. And maybe we repeat it in 1 year, 2 years, with a catalog of printed things.
Yeah, guys, follow Wuza on Twitter. We're gonna link his Twitter in the show notes. We're also gonna put some other information there that might be helpful if you wanna find Inventor, Gadget of DeFiChain. Wuza, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. I was laughing so hard about your stories. It brought back awesome memories. We've got some comments on the chat. I don't want to go through all of them, but a couple of people said it's a great show and they want to do a LAN party with you and they remember your Substratum. They had Substratum and remember your stories. And it's like, I think it's always a highlight. Hey, DC, thank you so much for also coming on tonight.
Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
And when do we do next Fireside Chat? Next month, DC, huh?
We still having a look on community members want to join us.
Yeah.
So contact us if you are willing to present your
life story
of DeFi, life story, crypto, whatever.
DC for Fireside Chat. I would like to know your story.
DC is one day. We have to invite him one day. Yeah, you're a good candidate. We need him, right, Wuza? We're gonna do that. Then we switch sides. And we're gonna do this. And Wuza is sitting on the other side. We just switch the camera, and DC is in the middle, and Wuza's gonna help me out to interview DC. We do this.
It will be an interesting story.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why you have to come on. So that's a promise. Guys, we keep a promise. Give us a thumb up if you want to see DC. Hit the like button. And thank you so much for everybody for joining us tonight or for watching the recording. It's always a pleasure to present community members. Otherwise, see you next week for DeFiChain News or for the next Fireside Chat in 1 month. Thank you very much and have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.